All right, I'm a genius, right? I
You are.
called it since before Wisconsin. Graham Blanks is your 2023 NCAA individual champion. Did it in fantastic fashion, just biding his time, covering every single one of the moves, which he later on described as he ran like a dumbass, because obviously there were people who were bluffing at times, putting in little surges, and he was always there. The K repeats and the hill workouts that they've been doing in Boston paid off. That final hill with 300 meters to go slammed the door shut on Habtom Samuel and came away with the NCAA title. First Ivy League guy to ever get it done. I mean, clinic.
Yeah, he looked really good, and I think listening to him at the press conference yesterday and watching him run, how can you not root for that guy? He's just so authentic, so real. And he's a legend for what he did today, right? I just feel like he ran. He always was in it. He matched all the moves. He never let it get away from him. He was always there, and he ran really smart. He didn't take the lead for quite a while. Am I right?
No.
So he ran. That's the race. When you're coaching and you're seeing your athletes get after it and they're in the mix. You're like, please don't take the lead. Please don't take the lead. Like, please don't do this. And he didn't. And he ran so smart. And he took the lead at the right time. Then you're right. He slammed the door on Habtom Samuel, and there was no creeping that thing open. It was done.
So what does that say to you, I guess, about the potential here? He's super young. What is he, 20 years old?
Yep.
We've seen what he can do on the track, but I don't feel like that he's anywhere near his potential. Let's not get too excited and then throw out that he's the next great thing. Potentially he could be, but I mean, what does it say for him to beat Habtom Samuel, who did super well at World Cross, took down and broke Kai Robinson? I mean, what do you make of it?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not a fluke. I remember watching Nuttycombe and being like, well, it was kind of a gritty race. It was kind of made for a guy who was more of a
Tell me how
mudder,
you really felt, because
you know.
you were giving me crap for being so
It's not like
stayed in my ways.
I just really I liked Kai Robinson a lot. Not that I didn't like Graham. Like I said, Graham's a great kid, but I just thought Kai was the guy. But now you watch Graham do it again. And you think, okay, his natural race instincts are so good. And I talked to Gibby afterwards, and he said no race, no circumstance, no scenario is too big for him. He always rises up, and most of the time, most kids shrink. They just don't have the mental fortitude to really. A lot of kids just don't have that mental fortitude to handle the higher level. But as the level gets higher, and as the gravity of the race gets larger and more intense, Graham Blanks rises up, and so I'm in. I'm all in. I'm a believer.
All right, so same question I asked you before. Who from this individual race impressed you during this whole entire cross-country season that's going to be a name to watch as track season begins?
I like Liam Murphy, Villanova. I think he was 14th. What I liked about him is he was more of a middle distance type. He ran the 1500 outdoors, but I think that you're going to see some really solid 3K, 5K stuff from him as well, on top of improving in that 1500. He fits that kind of mold that Marcus O'Sullivan's had in Villanova, like a Casey Comer type, right? Really solid middle distance stuff, but ran good cross. And I think he's going to keep climbing, and he's going to be a guy to watch for.
I'm excited to see all these guys back on the track in 2 weeks in BU. We came to Panorama Farms to see some goats, and we got to see Graham Blanks.
We did. That was outstanding.